Hey YouTube, Jeff Share Stuff. So I recently did a video called Vanagons for Sale at Lower Prices. These were campers. And a viewer of the video named Bob Dylan, he wrote in and said, I'm on the East Coast and most of the vans are on the West Coast. I'm a little worried about frame rust. And do you have any thoughts on how to protect against a bad purchase? So, Bob Dylan, I'm going to do my best to answer that question. So, you mentioned that you're worried about rust, which is a normal thing to worry about when it comes to these Vanagons. So, basically, when it comes to rust with these Vanagons, the usual areas are going to be on the underside. The seams also usually get rust. And then you also want to check the wheel wells. You want to check around the metal where the bumpers are. And then also the two doors, the driver and the passenger side, you want to check that. There's a little step in there, and sometimes that gets some rust. So as far as your statement about the vans, you're on the East Coast and they're mostly on the West Coast. Oh, another thing I should say about the rust issue is that a lot of the vans that have rust are to the Northeast and also the Northwest. And the issue with that is when these vehicles are exposed to humid areas and then also areas with a lot of snow, because the city and the counties, they put down salt to help melt the snow, and that's just a killer as far as getting on your vehicle, and it starts to rust. So if you can, you should try to locate a vehicle that's in the West. It has less of a chance of having that rust. Now, as far as those vehicles being really far from you, something that you can do, and I've used this technique, not for my van, but for other things, is what you can do is if you have a family member near where that van is, you can have the family member go check out that van for you. All you have to do is write down a set of instructions of what you want that family member, or it could also be a friend. Write down a set of instructions of what you want them to do when they show up to look at that van, all the questions that you want them to ask the seller, and have them take pictures of the van, many pictures, especially the areas that you're concerned about, and have them send those pictures to you. Now, if you don't have a friend or family member in the area, you could also call a local garage and hire a mechanic to go out and look at that vehicle for you. So what you can do is make those arrangements, have the mechanic go look at it for you, and what you'll do is you'll pay the person when they send you those pictures. So, and then once you get those pictures, and if you feel like that van is the one for you, then it's up to you if you want to fly out to see the van for yourself and make the purchase in person. So that's pretty much it. You're just going to find that family member or friend that you trust their judgment, have them go out to look at the van with a set of instructions with all the questions that you have for the seller. Have them take pictures, send the pictures to you. If you don't have the family member or friend, just hire a garage, have them go out and inspect the van, and send the pictures to you, and then you just pay that person for taking the pictures for you, and then you can either show up and pick the van up yourself, or you can have it shipped to you. So it's going to be as simple as that. And you've probably seen my other video where I talk about the whole issue with the original Vanagon engine, the water boxer engine. So you already know some of the issues with that engine. So other than that, unless you plan on repairing the engine, which eventually you will have to do, or you plan on doing a swap, that shouldn't necessarily be the greatest of concern. But you want the straight body, and just like I said, just have that friend, family member, or that mechanic take a look at that van, have your written instructions, and have them send you the pictures, and you should be able to make a good purchase and not have to be worried about whether or not it will be a bad purchase. So I hope this information was helpful for you. Once again, Jeff Share Stuff, I want to thank you again, Bob Dylan, for this question. And please like and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you like, you can make a donation. That's in the description area. So I will talk with you later, YouTube. Have a great day out there.